Concentration and Expansion Lesson 6, presented by Master Raphael Tassoni. If you like our programs, please press the like, subscribe, and share buttons. Thank you. There are more videos in the English and Italian languages at elitetaiji.com.
Hello, here we are again with the sixth exercise. This lesson is to raise awareness to the Tambien, the ocean of the Chi. This area right here, 3 fingers below our belly button. This area is our battery. It's where our small intestines meet up with our tissues. Basically, it's our battery. There's fat, muscle, muscle, fat, yin yang, positive and negative. All the exercises must be connected to this area. I must not lose that connection above when I do this. Otherwise, we are using our battery working on these. Even when we are doing the physical exercise, we do not work with electricity, but rather with the battery. Because if I become rigid, I cannot have my intention directed above. The Su Ling Jin isn't there with the sky and the ground. It's the most important connection. So let's do the exercise. So while I go down, I go up. Oh yeah, the physical exercise is this. Up, down, forward, back, left and right. This is the physical exercise. Now we'll add the basic rules. The basic rules allow us to connect above, and the energy movement initiates from here. Our hips activate a point below our foot, this Rei Mai point, which sends energy upwards. It's like a pump that sends energy, but we'll look at this later. So, the belly goes down and the hands go up. The head goes up and the hands lower down. Min Men opens as your back expands and the hands go forward. Tambien opens as well as mid Tambien and the hands open. These are the directions. I'll turn sideways. Down Tambien, the hands go up. Up Pai Wei, the head, the hands go down. Back Min Men, the hands go forward. Tambien opens as well as mid Tambien and the hands open. In this exercise, there's such a force. Obviously, if anyone requires any further explanation, please call me, because in order to learn this method on your own, it isn't easy. There's a need for corrections and to touch the person, because if your energy is able to push me away, then you are connected. In the movement, not when you're standing still. So once again, down Tambien, up go the hands. Up Pai Wei, down go the hands. Min Men goes back and the hands go forward. I open Tambien and mid Tambien and my hands open. Now I'll apply root, trunk, branches. Hip, shoulder, knee, elbow, ankle, wrist. 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 In this way, it's much more orderly and simple. Hip, shoulder, knee, elbow, ankle, wrist. 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 Now we'll relate it to contraction and expansion. Contraction, open Min Man and Pai Wei. Expansion. Contraction, Min Man, Pai Wei Tambien, Min Tambien. Expansion. Contraction, expansion. Contraction, expansion. So physically, the muscle, when I do this, all the muscles stretch out. When I bend my knee, my muscles in my leg stretch out, and it's in this way that all the joints gets released. In order to work well, that's how our joints are lubricated, and we create the synovial fluid that we need. Stretching out our muscles continually is what allows us to practice on a much higher level. I hope that you will start to do this important work. These 6 exercises seem very simple, but once you dive into it, you will realize how difficult they really are. Because doing simple exercises doesn't enrich anyone. On the other hand, doing this work with the basic rules, very few people can do this work with this type of precise intention. There's a lot of patience required because no one wants to do this type of exercise for hours and hours, years and years. But because I've done this work for so many years, now I'm able to enjoy good health. It sustains me. It helps me stay strong in a constant state of good health. When everything functions better, all the organs, the heart, it's fantastic, and you'll enter into a different dimension of good health. Thank you. The next video will go up a level. This series has been to prepare ourselves, and then we'll prepare to move, and we will revisit the exercises in order to proceed. Thank you, and ciao.
You can book my classes at the homepage of EliteTaiji.com.